Okay, so here we have a margin of safety question. It says if Rydell Inc. makes picnic baskets that sell for $93 each, for the coming year, management expects fixed costs to total $245,000 and variable cost to be $34 per unit. Compute the margin of safety in dollars, assuming actual sales are $941,000. So there's a few things that we have to calculate or figure out here. So the basic margin of safety formula is expected sales minus break-even sales. Well, we are given expected sales in this particular problem, but what we are not given are the break-even sales. So we have to go ahead and calculate that. Now remember that calculation for break-even sales is fixed cost plus any desired income divided by the contribution margin ratio. So then again, now we have something to calculate. Contribution margin ratio, since we're not given it, we have to find it, is our contribution margin per unit divided by the unit sales price. So let's go ahead, plug in the numbers and figure this one out. So expected sales, and it says, assuming actual sales are $941,000, so my expected sales, I know. Break-even sales, this is what we have to calculate. So fixed cost is in my numerator. So my fixed costs, it looks like, are $245,000. Okay, then we don't have any desired income, so we can ignore that part of the calculation. Then we need to go ahead and divide that by our contribution margin ratio. So again, we are going to have to calculate that. Contribution margin, remember, contribution margin is your sales price per unit minus your variable cost per unit, and we are given both of those two items. So quite easily, the sales price per unit is $93. The variable cost per unit will be $34 per unit, and then we are going to divide that by the unit sales price, which is $93. I might have to add another parentheses there to go ahead and get that to calculate out. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter that so you can see the actual formula. 245,000 divided by, again, the contribution margin per unit divided by the unit sales price. This is going to give me my contribution margin ratio. So I've got 941,000, and I'm going to not completely use Excel just yet to run the calculations. If you go ahead and plug that into Excel or your calculator, you're going to get a number, 634409. What's important when you're using my open math is to make sure you leave in as many decimal places as you can. I recommend 6 or more decimal places. If you round here, you're going to get the wrong answer. It's not going to accept it. So then we get to 941,000 minus break-even sales of 386,186. So quite simply then, let me carry this down. It looks like my margin of safety in dollars is going to be the 941,000 minus the 386,186, or 554,814. Again, the important part here, make sure you leave all those decimal places in there so you get the most accurate number possible. Hopefully that helps. Thanks.